Welcome, wrestling fans, to the historic first ever episode of Oregon Wrestling Club's King of Saturday Night. I'm your host, as always, Famous Mike, the famous one, and we have 5 amazing matches for you tonight. Our first match is Kyland Rowland, the rookie, versus the crafty veteran, C.J. Edwards. On commentary is myself, the famous one, and the voice of professional wrestling in the Pacific Northwest, Buzz Anderson. Roll that match.
All right, wrestling fans, we are underway with this contest. It is going to be a great one. C.J. Edwards, the veteran, against Kai Rowland, who is in his first year in professional wrestling and making a name for himself here in the Oregon Wrestling Club.
Look, Buzz, I like that you point out that CJ is a veteran, but let me tell you something, okay? CJ, he's more than just a wrestler. He's a psychological guy. He's going to get under Kai's skin, and he's going to make this match his own. Watch him. He's just going to play Kai like a fiddle.
Well, Kai Rowland has a relationship with the fans that he has cultivated here in the Oregon Wrestling Club. I don't think that is going to sway him or have any effect on him. Right now, he's just letting C.J. Edwards do what he wants to do.
Well, CJ is playing that crowd up to get that crowd to eventually turn on Kai, because these people aren't stupid. They're going to see the skill and the energy that CJ Edwards has.
All right. It looks like they're ready to lock up in the middle of the ring, and indeed a collar and elbow tie-up, and Rowland backs him into the corner using his reach advantage, and it's going to be a clean break, Mike.
See, look, Buzz, CJ using his brain there, showing the ref, hey, this is illegal, you got to break this up. That's that veteran experience.
All right, now test of strength possibly. I don't know if C.J. Edwards wants to get into a test of strength, Mike, with the wingspan of Kai Rowland and the height advantage. I'm not sure a test of strength would be a good idea. Collar and elbow, down the middle of the ring, full arm dragon twist.
There we go. What is Kai going to do to this? No, oh, come on!
Kai Rowland with a somersault followed through into a reversal. Nicely done.
But see, CJ's coming back. I told you he was going to come back. He's thinking 3 steps ahead.
Well, C.J. Edwards is no slouch in the wrestling department. He has had some all-time great matches with many individuals here in the Pacific Northwest. But Kai Rowland, again, using that height advantage, going with the top wrist lock. He's got those long arms that allow him possibly to reverse holds easier, but this is a hold that is very difficult to reverse with a height advantage.
Watch this. CJ knows exactly what's coming.
Well, look at that.
That was a straight-up trip. That was a trip.
I don't know about that. Looked like he went straight on into Kai Rowland, and Rowland didn't budge.
Look at that. Look, he stuck his foot out there, and CJ tripped. I'm saying the ref ought to throw this match out.
Well, I don't know what match you're watching. Drop down, up and over, and a nice leapfrog. Nicely done by C.J.
Look at the athleticism
Edwards.
there.
And a drop down by Rowland.
Oh, Rowland steps to the side.
Goes behind now, Rowland with a reversal by Edwards. And Edwards would do well to try to get Rowland to the ground and negate that height advantage.
You know what they call this here? They call this the wrestler dance. CJ with that elbow to the face. See, he knows what he's doing.
Nice flying elbow smash by Kai Rowland. And an arm drag takedown.
He's just letting his opponent think that he is weak, and CJ's going to come back. He's got a plan. He's got a plan, I guarantee it. Well, Kai's too inexperienced.
Well, I'll tell you what, Rowland right there made a mistake. He didn't go after C.J. Edwards right away. It doesn't pan out there. A nice monkey flip by Kai Rowland, and C.J. Edwards, I don't think he knows where he's at the moment. Exploder suplex, nicely done. A count, 1, 2,
oh, look at that. Look, that was barely even a 2. Come on.
He counted 2 and maybe a half before C.J. Edwards kicked out. And now Rowland's got Edwards in the corner and a knife edge chop. He's got to go after them, though. I think he's got to be more aggressive. If anything, after watching Kai Rowland over the last few months that I would say that he needs to work on is being aggressive. See, he's letting CJ Edwards roll out there. Mike, that's not a good idea.
That's not a good idea because CJ is going to go out there. He's going to collect himself. He's going to retool his battle plan, and he's going to come at him. He's going to come at Kai. Oh, what is Kai doing? What is he doing?
Kai Rowland going to the outside now, trying to get CJ Edwards back in the ring.
Come on, ref, break this up. He can't just attack a man outside the ring.
Well, CJ Edwards got away from him. CJ might want to get back in the ring himself just to get away from Rowland. And Rowland's got him now. What is he going to do? I think I think this is Rowland's experience right there. You can kind of see the hesitation, but Rowland really going to work on Edwards now in the
Now they're in the
seats.
crowd.
5 minutes have passed with
What?
10 minutes remaining in this match.
What is...
Oh! And Kai Rowland's got CJ Edwards within and amongst the fans, and he's got that shirt over him.
That's got to be illegal.
I think right now Kai Rowland, I'm not sure he's got a plan for what to do with CJ Edwards. He's going to try to pick him up and maybe bring him back to the ring.
Oh,
And that is indeed what he does, famous Mike. CJ Edwards rolls back into the ring.
Buzz, listen to me, okay? This is what... See,
Oh!
that is experience.
Hey!
That is experience, right? He was moving the rope, and Kai got himself caught in it.
Well, I'll tell you what, say what you will about the tactic. I have to agree with you, famous Mike. That was the inexperience of a Kai Rowland, and you can see the difference here. CJ Edwards putting the boots to Kai Rowland, and he's going to attack Kai Rowland with a knee drop. Gets a 2 count, and I like the difference between the experience levels is showing.
And the other thing about CJ Edwards is he can attack you from every angle in the ring. This guy will fly everywhere. He's got an amazing ground game. This guy, as you watch him wrestle, look at that chop. That chop is so much better than Kai's chop.
Well, CJ Edwards has got Kai Rowland exactly where he wants him right now. Oh, you can hear it. You can hear that chop all the way out to Gresham.
Kai coming back.
Kai's coming back indeed. Sends CJ into the ropes. Hard clothesline.
Come on, CJ. You know what you're doing.
Go for the cover. I like that move. That's definitely a great move by Kai Rowland.
It's far too early. That's the inexperience of Kai Rowland. He didn't fully lock the leg. And then CJ played possum, got him, and slammed his head into the bottom turnbuckle.
Again, the experience level, the difference in the experience level between these two athletes shown right there. I think Kai Rowland, you know, it was a dream of his to become a professional wrestler. There's no doubt about that. But I think that he gets a little too enthusiastic and doesn't necessarily...
And there goes CJ. Did you see that knee?
I did. I saw that.
Oh, there it
I
is.
saw another one. Edwards goes for the cover. CJ might get it.
What? Like, oh, come on, that was a slow count, Buzz. You have to give it that was a slower count than usual.
I don't know if I would call that a slow count, Mike, but all I know is that that shoulder came out of the back door, and now Rowland fighting back with the hard forearms. Rowland's got some fight in him, I can tell you that right now. Scoop and a slam.
Oh.
And a senton splash.
That's one of his
Goes for the
signatures.
cover. Indeed, goes for the cover, only gets a 2 count. Boy, you've got to admire the intestinal fortitude of this man.
Enziguri!
But the Enziguri takes him down, famous Mike.
And that beard might give you some kind of protection, but not from a kick like that.
CJ Edwards would be best served to put Rowland away, try to put Rowland away, hit a high-impact move.
All of CJ Edwards' moves are high impact, especially this one coming up. I can tell you that right now.
Big suplex, goes for the cover, doesn't hook the leg though, and only gets a 2. Kind of hard to hook the leg when you've got such a height difference.
It's true.
And now both men in the middle of the ring. CJ Edwards planning his next move now, but Rowland back up with a forearm. They're going back and forth with a big kick, but goes down with the forearm. And CJ Edwards, famous Mike, setting him up.
Oh!
Rowland coming back though.
That... Oh! kick to the butt.
Kicked him right in the back of the leg, cut the hamstring, and now Kai Rowland is stunned. CJ Edwards, if he wants to win this match, needs to get on him and finish him off.
He's got this in the bag, Buzz. He's got this in the...
Oh, what a kick! What a kick straight to the face! But Edwards with another enziguri.
That is a kick to the face. That other thing, that was like a mule kicking.
Well, both men are down right now. And I can tell you, if the referee hits 10, this match is a draw. And I'll tell you what, both men have taken it to each other, given each other their best shot. Now, who will come out the victor?
You know, I want the fans at home to think about how hard these guys have been focusing on those lower jaws with those kicks and those punches and how that can just rattle your brain. You know, these are premium athletes here.
Both men back on their feet, exchanging chops. You can see Kai Rowland getting energy behind him with every blow, and now he's coming back with forearms. Comes on with a clothesline. Famous Mike, he's on fire again. Drop kick.
Come on,
Didn't hit
CJ.
him quite as much as he wanted to. Going for another exploder. CJ Edwards is in trouble. Rowland needs to finish him off here. And here again, the experience level, the rookie lack of experience. He's giving him time to duck that kick. And a cutter. And this could be it.
Cutter.
1, 2, and 3.
That's the match, ladies and gentlemen. I told you, Buzz, nothing beats veteran experience.
I'll tell you what, Kai Rowland gave it his best shot, and he deserves a lot of credit, but there are no moral victories in professional wrestling. There are only wins and losses, and the win goes to CJ Edwards.
Wow. Now, if you thought that was an exciting match, wait till our next one. We've got a treat for you. This next match is between the Black King, Deontay Ford, the Oregon Openweight Champion, and his rival, and by rival, I mean blood rival, Tyson Lee. These two have a hardcore history between each other. They've slammed each other through tables, choked each other with ropes, and hit each other with every object you can imagine. And this is their final confrontation. It's for a non-title, but this match isn't about titles. This match is about vengeance. This match is about pride. This match is to determine who finally is the true greatest wrestler between these two. Now, fans, I have to advise you, with this match, make sure to have some parental guidance. And let's roll that match!
All right, Buzz Anderson here, back with Famous Mike, and we have got a tremendous match for you between two men who have no love lost for each other. The man in the white and checkered tights with the left leg cut off is Tyson Lee, and the man he is facing in the red tights
is the so-called champion, King Ford.
Well, I was going to say he's the new Oregon Wrestling Club Oregon Openweight Champion, and this is a non-title match because the main event will feature Critter and Tectonic in a #1 contenders match. So they made this non-title, but Deontay Ford and Tyson Lee, who have had a vicious feud over the last few months here in the OWC, are going at it one more time in that squared circle.
Well, I would call it more of a hexagonal circle myself, sir. But I'll tell you this, that Tyson Lee, he has dominated this feud. He should be #1 contender. He has taken this so-called champion, Deontay Ford, to the limit constantly. And as you watch this match, you will see Tyson Lee do it again.
Well, I'm surprised, actually, that these two men are actually exchanging wrestling holds in the beginning of this match, but the last time these two men were in the ring, it was a lights-out, no-holds-barred match where both men just about ended each other's careers. Deontay Ford came out on the winning end in that match. And once again, these two men are in the ring, but they're wrestling at the outset of this match, which is kind of unusual and not something I thought they would be doing.
It's unusual for the so-called champion, Deontay Ford. It's not unusual for Tyson Lee because Tyson Lee is a wrestler. He is a wrestler. Watch this.
Nice arm drag takedown, making you look good, Famous Mike. Well, I've never doubted the wrestling ability of Tyson Lee. He is certainly capable of going toe-to-toe as far as that's concerned with any competitor in that five-sided ring. But Deontay Ford is no slouch himself. He is not the Oregon Openweight champion for nothing.
No, he's the Oregon Openweight champion because he got a fluke win over the greatest champion this region has ever seen, Tectonic.
Well, it was a hard-fought victory. I'm not sure if I would call it a fluke. It was well-earned, and that is why he is the Oregon Openweight champion. He's got an armbar, a figure-4 armbar on Tyson Lee in the middle of that ring right now.
Look, Tyson Lee, he's using his distinct weight advantage against Deontay. He's getting
There's
out.
a poke to the eye right there.
That wasn't a poke to the eye.
I saw a poke to
What
the
are you
eye
talking
right
about?
there.
See, look, he's slowly dismantling him. He's got a game plan, and he is sticking to it.
Scoop and a slam down to the canvas.
Thank you. And now watch, he's going to take immediate advantage of it, right?
I don't. It
Oh,
looks
maybe
like
not.
It
I
looks
thought he
like
was.
he's having some words with the crowd, and again, a great crowd on hand here at the Rockwood Preparatory Academy for Oregon Wrestling Club. And Tyson Lee is really spending a lot of time, famous Mike, jaw jacking with the fans, and he pays for it, taking a hip toss from the champion. Nice drop kick.
I mean, that was an adequate drop kick. Okay, don't worry. Tyson Lee, he was jaw-jacking a little with the fans, but you know...
Nice clothesline by the champion. And once again, the title not on the line here, but it doesn't mean that these two men won't try to beat each other, won't try to get a victory, won't try to once again put each other out of wrestling. And now both men at a standstill.
Well, you know, when you get two titans like this together, you know, you've got Tyson Lee with all of his wrestling skill and his hardcore brawling style against the so-called champion with his unimaginable luck.
Nice drop
What?
kick once again by Deontay Ford as Tyson Lee rolls out of the ring. Tyson wants to throw a monkey wrench into the number one contender plans. If he can beat the champion in this non-title match, he will automatically be
What is the champion
in
doing?
the picture
What is he
for the
doing?
title.
Ah! Rolled up! You know, isn't it illegal to throw yourself over the top rope?
It's not illegal to throw yourself over the top rope, famous Mike. I'm sorry if that part of the rule book escaped you, but it is definitely not illegal. Now, he throws Tyson Lee back into the ring, and Deontay comes back into the ring with him. And the champion now.
You know, you know, I will give Deontay Ford something. He's a risk taker. He will, you know, put his own body on the line for his wrestling skill. But that's where he's stupid. He puts his
Look
body...
out!
See, that's exactly what I'm talking about.
Deontay Ford taking a risk. You're absolutely right, famous Mike. I'll give you credit on that one. Even on the second rope, that's still a risky maneuver.
You know, that's Brett's rope, and it's the most dangerous rope of them all. Oh,
Tyson Lee now going with a reverse chin lock.
and look how he puts that knee in the lower back to increase that pressure on the chin lock. Most people just do the chin lock, but he's really wrenching it in there.
Excellent insight on your part, famous Mike, because I have been in the ring myself, and I know what that move feels like, and you're absolutely right. The torque put on your back when you are put in a chin lock in that particular manner is very painful. And right now, Tyson Lee has the upper hand on the champion. And once again, if he beats Deontay Ford here, he catapults himself right into the top tier of contenders for that Oregon Openweight title.
And look, with a backbreaker like that, you're telling me he shouldn't be at the top of the list of contenders?
Well, without beyond a shadow of a doubt, he is a great competitor himself. But Deontay Ford, by winning the title, really kind of threw some upheaval into the championship picture. Tectonic had been the first Oregon Openweight champion, and
By all rights, the only Oregon Openweight champion. okay? By all rights.
Well, he was the only Oregon openweight champion, and, but Deontay Ford beat him for the title, and now he is going to be the hunted, and men like Tyson Lee are going to do that!
See, Tyson Lee, he's had a game plan this whole time. He's working the lower back, and he's slowly angering Deontay into making a mistake by disrespecting him like that with a big open hand slap on the rope.
Well, Tyson Lee has been disrespecting this man, Deontay Ford, ever since the Oregon Wrestling Club debuted, and now he's got Deontay right where he wants him, but Deontay fires back. Deontay fires back with a hard right hand. Now they're exchanging blows. Deontay Ford and Tyson Lee in the middle of the ring just exchanging blows, but that one gives Tyson Lee the upper hand.
Oh, look at that. Look at that. Now that's
Whoa.
a double senton.
2 sentons in a row, and Deontay Ford is in trouble. He tried to sit up on that, Famous Mike, and as a result, he might have had some damage to his sternum or to his ribs.
A lot of people think that it's going to be, but your back is laying on that hard ring. That ring is not soft. That's another strategy of working that back, damaging that back even more.
Tyson Lee with a charge and an elbow smash in the corner and a kick right to the back of the head. This could be it. This could be all, Mike. This could be the coup de grace as Tyson Lee goes for the cover on the champion and he almost gets a 3 count.
So close. I guarantee you that next pinfall is going to be the pinfall that ends this match.
Tyson Lee now taking his time, being very methodical. Not wanting to make a mistake, I'm sure. But he's got Deontay.
Tyson Lee doesn't make mistakes.
Well,
Get that correct, Buzz.
Well, this is a highly emotional rivalry right now, and we've seen what can happen when emotion comes into play in the previous match. Now Tyson Lee setting Deontay up, and he took too much time. He took too much time, and Deontay moved out of the way, and Tyson Lee is in a bad way.
This is what I'm talking about with Deontay Ford's luck. That was a lucky move. It just happens out of the blue.
I don't know how much luck it was, but a swinging neck breaker by Deontay Ford, and he's got a second win now, Famous Mike. He's got a second win now, and he is on top of things.
He keeps yelling, whose house? Whose house? He's going to find out that it is Tyson Lee's house tonight.
Well, right now it is Deontay Ford's house. He's the champion, big spine buster. He doesn't go for the cover, though.
Because he's cocky and he's arrogant because he's a so-called champion.
Well,
true champions, they strategize and they take advantage when they can.
Well, Mike, this might be the mistake I was talking about right here. He's given Tyson a lot of time, trying to wait for him to get to his feet.
And he's on Brett's rope, the second rope.
Referring to Bret the Hitman Hart, and he comes off with a blockbuster. This could be it if he can roll over and get the cover. Apparently, he hurt himself on that move, Mike.
See, that's that lower back. That's that lower back that's been injured throughout the match. You can't do a move like that. He should have known that.
Well, I can't argue with you there, Mike. That was taking a risk, given, as you said, the nature of the punishment to his back. Both men are on the canvas, and the count is reaching almost 8.
I just have to say, too, the scouting by Tyson Lee to know to work that back, because everybody knows that second rope blockbuster is a signature of the so-called champion.
Well, these two men are no strangers to each other. They have been in all types of situations, and they are going toe-to-toe in the middle of the ring. You can see the exhaustion on both men's faces as they go. He blocked the chop there. He blocked the chop, now rights and lefts by the champion, and a big European uppercut, and another one.
I would say that smacks of cultural appropriation because he's clearly not European.
Famous Mike with commentary that has nothing to do with the thoughts or anything like that of the Oregon Wrestling Club. Both men going at each other in the corner. They're setting each other up, and as each one goes back to the other turnbuckle, a rolling driver.
I think Tyson Lee caught his head, though, on that rolling driver, and that's why both men are out. I think that's what happened.
I think you're right. I think you're absolutely right. I think he might have knocked himself on the head doing that.
Ford on the outside.
What's Tyson Lee going to do from the inside? He's got to get him back in. He wants to beat him in the ring. You don't want a count out. You don't want a disqualification. You want a pinfall or a submission, especially given the history that these two guys have with each other. Ford is on the outside of the ring. Tyson Lee goes, leaps, and catches himself on the apron. Waits for him to turn.
What?
He blocks the kick. And he blocked the kick to the point where Tyson Lee took a somersault bump right on the hardest part of the ring. Mike, that's metal and wood underneath that canvas.
That is. I have seen many men's careers end because they take a bump on that hard metal and wood apron.
Now King sets him up. He's got him with a rolling senton from the outside in rather. And now Deontay Ford is setting him up for the coup de grace. He's going up to the second turnbuckle with his back turned. What is he planning on doing? As you can see,
lower back.
The lower back. Tyson Lee is up, though. He's up. He's got him.
Tied up there. Oh!
Kick to the face right off the turnbuckle. He put him in a position where his head got stuck. Tyson Lee now going. He's going for a package pile driver. And he nailed it. Oh my goodness, that could be all. That should be it. If he can roll over and make the cover, that's going to be it.
Many careers, again, have ended from these kind of maneuvers.
He got that shoulder up, Mike. Cover again. 1, 2, and he got the shoulder up again, Mike. Goodness
Look, Tyson Lee cannot believe this. He cannot believe this.
And he is hooked. He's got to get the whole body weight on top of the shoulders. That's the only reason why Deontay is able to kick out. He gets him in a pinning combination. He got him. He got him.
What?
Out of nowhere, he got him.
See, that is the kind of action a so-called champion would do. He would just sit there and sneak up on a man and roll him up. You don't see Tyson Lee, sneaking up on someone.
Welcome back, fans. Now, if you thought that was a match, wait till you see what we have in store for you. This match is for the Oregon Wrestling Club Tag Team Championships. The defending champions, Twinkle Twinkle, versus Cool Heels. They love it when I do that. That's how I make people famous. This match, again, would require maybe some parental guidance because it's going to get real violent. Don't go away and roll that match.
Famous Mike here with Buzz, and Buzz, I gotta tell you, this is the tag team of the future, the Cool Heels.
Well, there's no doubt about it, Famous Mike. They are one of the top tag teams in all of the Pacific Northwest.
If not the world.
Well, I gotta tell you though, their tactics over the last few months, what with trying to put Cameron Starr out of wrestling with a fireball to the face last event.
Hold on, what are they doing? They're doing something, they're thinking.
There's something, there's going over by the door where the champions are going to come out, and a sneak attack. Of course, a sneak attack.
Hey, things are allowed before you get in the ring, okay? Cameron Starr, he's attacked people in the past.
This match is scheduled to be for the Oregon State Tag Team Champions, and JJ Little firing back. This is a brawl. The match hasn't even started yet. It hasn't even gotten into the ring.
Yo, come on. Ref, pull them apart. Let them get in the ring there.
This is out of control.
Well, I would argue that, Twinkle Twinkle, Cameron Starr, and JJ Little provoked Cool Heels.
How did they provoke them? At the last event here at the Rockwood Preparatory Academy, the Cool Heels threw a fireball in Cameron Starr's face and put him in the hospital. Now the match is in the ring.
Hold on, you cannot blame Cool Heels for, a random circumstance of physics, okay? That fireball came out of nowhere. Are you telling me these guys can generate fire? They're not magical. They're cool.
Famous Mike, I think you need to do a reassessment of the things that you hold dear in life, because that is absolutely one of the most ridiculous things I've ever heard. But right now, Cameron Starr is in the ring with Richard Sincere. I don't expect a whole lot of wrestling like we saw in the last match. I expect there to be a brawl. I expect there to be punches, kicks, and I expect there to be all kinds of action in this match.
A lot of people don't understand Sincere's martial arts background. But this man can brawl, he can fight, he can punch, he can kick, and he is a dangerous man in the ring.
Well, he takes Cameron Starr down with a clothesline, And now he tags his partner in, Eric Wright, the man who threw the fireball into Cameron Starr's face. And not
Allegedly.
Okay, allegedly, I was sitting at ringside. I saw exactly what happened. I was also sitting at ringside when in a 6-man tag team match, these two men, along with Tyson Lee, tried to break J.J. Little's neck and put him out of professional
It's
wrestling.
called wrestling. People get hurt. Stop besmirching cool heels.
Well, they're not that cool to me, but I can tell you one thing they are, and that is vicious and aggressive and one of the best tag teams in all of professional wrestling. And right now they've got the upper hand on Cameron Starr. He is firing back, though. And Cameron Starr, face first, right to the canvas, with Eric Wright goes for the cover. And remember, Famous Mike, the tag team titles are on the line tonight.
Of course they are. I will give Twinkle Twinkle one thing. They are fighting champions.
Tag made. J.J. Little in the ring right now.
J.J. Little is one of the youngest and brightest stars here in OWC. But I will tell you this. The lack of experience J.J. Little has is going to come into play almost immediately.
Well, J.J. Little with a hard clothesline didn't get it up as high as he wanted it to. Still took Eric Wright down, and Richard Sincere, his partner, coming into the ring to break it up.
As he should. That's good tag team wrestling. You've got to keep an eye on your partner and see what you can do within the confines of the rules to, if anybody... See, look, you don't see the cool heels, double teaming. You don't see them doing that. Only Twinkle Twinkle's doing that.
Well, if given the opportunity, I'm sure the cool heels will take advantage of that opportunity. But J.J. Little with hard knife-edge chops just hitting him right in the chest with no follow-through. That has got to hurt. Right to the face, though. And now Eric Wright has the upper hand. See? They're not above tactics that break the rules, Famous Mike.
How is a rake to the face or knee to the face breaking the rules?
I didn't see a tag made there either.
I just heard one.
You were talking about how the cool heels wouldn't take advantage of those kind of opportunities. Of course, they have based their reputation on taking advantage of those kinds of opportunities, and I don't see why they have to engage in such tactics. They're a great tag team. Hard knee, right to the face.
That's that Muay Thai background of Sincere.
Well, they're a great tag team, and I don't understand why they have to engage in such tactics. Going for the cover, though, we could see new champions, but a kick out at 2 by J.J. Little.
And look at those hard punches from Sincere. He gets that elbow nice and high, hard angle in there, and now he's doing this squeeze side headlock.
It looked like he was trying to rip J.J. Little's ear off to me.
That's why they say people should wear headgear more often.
All right, now the referee trying to get one man in and one man out for the cool heels, and Cameron Starr's not going to be doing his teammate any favor right there. He's got to get out of the ring. The referee's got to do his job, and he does, but much to the detriment of his tag team partner. As once again, was there a tag made? Is Eric Wright truly the legal man in the ring? I don't know. I was looking at Cameron Starr.
Look, Eric Wright is always right. Okay, and there was a nice tag. Did you see that?
There was a nice legal tag made by the cool heels. They've got until 5.
Good wishbone there. That's got to hurt that groin area of J.J. Little.
J.J. Little is taking a lot of punishment. Here's the wrestling ability of Richard Sincere coming to the forefront. A nice stretch of the hamstring and the groin muscle by J.J. Little. It's almost like an inverted surfboard type of move with the way it puts pressure on the leg muscles, on the groin muscles.
And now stretching the shoulder as well.
Indeed, and that's exactly where he's going. He's wrapping that leg up, trying to put pressure on the knee now. Joint manipulation, nicely done by Richard Sincere, trying to cross the leg over. And look, this is a fantastic hold, Famous Mike. A fantastic hold.
Look, I know you don't like cool heels, but let me tell you something. These two are technically one of the best, tag teams I've ever seen. You've got the martial arts background of Sincere. You've got the technical wrestling background of Eric Wright. These two are a force to be reckoned with.
Go ahead.
Legal tag there, as I've said before, always legal tags.
Well, the legal tag was made there, and now stretching JJ out one more time in that ring. As the legal man is Eric Wright. Richard Sincere doing a lot of damage with the wrestling holds while he was in the ring, and now Eric Wright coming in with some psychological tactics, slapping at JJ Little. Well, that was the wrong thing to do, though, because you are poking a bear with JJ Little. If anything, he's got a lot of fight and a lot of heart in him, if not experience, Famous Mike.
He doesn't have any experience compared to these two.
Eric Wright now with a DDT, and that might have been enough.
Well, here we are, new tag team champions. What?
Cameron Starr has to come in. He had to do it. He had to do it. Otherwise, we would have had new champions, Famous Mike.
Another clean tag. Cool heels. They are just moving together in synchronization. They're like a clock.
Setting him up for a double team move, double suplex, nicely done. They've got till 5 to get out, and they just barely make it. And Richard Sincere, very confident and cocky, is going to sit down and stretch JJ Little some more.
Crossface right there, pulling back on that forehead. He's got that high leverage in there.
Trying for the ropes. What a great camera angle by our camera crew. A great camera crew as JJ Little gets to the ropes.
You know, a lot of people don't understand how important a good camera crew is to a show. I just want to give a shout out to that whole crew. And you know what? Watch this. Oh! Cool heels, again, they're concentrating on the groin, the inner thigh of JJ Little there. Because if you take out a man's legs, what is he going to do?
Absolutely. Stacking him up now. He's got him over. Is he going to try? He's got the Boston Crab now. And JJ Little's in bad shape right now. A Star comes in again. And again, it's desperation on the part of Cameron Starr, Mike. It's desperation.
Well, I mean, when you have someone as inexperienced as JJ Little in the ring there, you're going to have the veteran like Cameron Starr come in and save him all the time.
Well, the problem with that is Cameron Starr, not only is he a veteran, but he's very emotional. He's a very emotional human being, and he's letting it get to him right now, and it's not doing his team any favors. JJ Little's been in there for a very long time. He's got to find some way to cut the cool heels off in some way, shape, or form and get to his corner and make the tag. Ducks the clothesline, comes on with a double clothesline. Now's his opportunity, Mike.
This is not good for the cool heels, but you know what? These guys, they live together, they eat together, they drink together, and
the tag was made, Mike.
Come on.
Star is in the ring, he's legal.
And he's fresh.
And he's fresh. And he's getting rid of the cool heels. There goes Eric Wright. Richard Sincere. He's going after Eric Wright. I don't know if this is a smart move.
You know, Cameron should be concentrating on taking both of them out at the same time. You can't leave. So, JJ's up top, Richard!
All four men are on the outside of the ring. All 4 men are on the outside of the ring.
And now there's a chair in play.
Eric Wright's got a chair. The referee's out there. And he tries to hit Star with it. Star blocked it. And he rammed it into Wright's midsection.
Oh, and he's got a trailer hitch here on JJ Little.
Sincere has got JJ Little on the outside of the ring. The referee might have to call this one. This is out of control, Mike.
This is out of control. But this is the kind of action you find at OWC.
The referee has got the belts.
Oh, it looks like JJ and Sincere have been broken up. I'm surprised JJ can walk. I'm surprised he can walk after all that damage that's been done.
Well, look at the chairs. Look at the chairs. Look at the... I don't know what the referee's decision is going to be.
Nope. It looks like this fight's going down. It's over. You've got other wrestlers out there breaking it up.
Even the ring announcer, Joshua Allen, is out there trying to break it up. The last time he tried to break something up, he got nailed.
Oh, he's got the hammer. He's got the hammer for the bell. You know, the passion between these two teams, you know, whatever the decision's going to be for the referee, you know, it's got to be, we've got to have a blow-off to this. We've got to have
Well, we're going to get word from the referee as to what the decision is. He's up on the stage right now. And
Well, this is a true turning point in the history of Oregon Wrestling Club. This is where the tag teams are going. The tag team scene is going to be set.
Fans, here at the OWC, the Oregon Wrestling Club, we like to provide people with all kinds of opportunities. So we have a young rookie in this next match, Blake Monroe, and he thinks he can pass the test. He thinks he can pass the quiz, if you will. And he's going to take on the master of entertainment, the lord of pulp culture, the king of all quiz shows, HBQ. Does Blake Monroe have the guts to take this man down? The skill? Can he pass the quiz? Let's find out.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, I hope you've had a chance to calm down after that Donnybrook. We've got our next match in the ring. On your left is HBQ, the king of pop culture, and on your right, a newcomer to the independent wrestling scene in the Pacific Northwest, Blake Moreno. I am Buzz Anderson, once again alongside Famous Mike.
And Buzz, I hope Blake is ready because he's about to be tested. He's about to be quizzed by HBQ, the ultimate entertainer.
All right, getting in a collar and elbow tie-up. Blake Moreno in great shape, as you can tell physically. HBQ.
Yeah, but look, HBQ puts this leg outside the rope, so what?
Whoa, monkey flip, nicely done by Blake Moreno. I can tell you right now that Blake is one of the most athletically gifted young men I have ever seen in a wrestling ring. He's got all the tools. He's just got to figure out how to put them all together, and a win against HBQ would go a long way to cementing himself as one of the best young wrestlers in the Northwest.
It might go a long way to cement him, but it's going to be a long journey to get there. Look, he didn't think. He shouldn't have shaken hands with a man like HBQ, and HBQ's now tying him in knots.
Well, HBQ is definitely one of the best technical wrestlers I have ever seen.
Whoa.
Blake Moreno with some nice athleticism there, a nice counter. Obviously a fan of Owen Hart.
He's a blur.
Absolutely. Very quick in the ring. Very quick. But he can also wrestle, as you can see. He's got HBQ on the mat, looking to get to the ropes. And indeed, HBQ, the veteran, knows where he's at in that ring, no matter how many sides it has. And HBQ getting to the ropes and Blake Moreno breaking the hold cleanly.
Now look, here's the thing about wrestling HBQ, though. You're not just wrestling HBQ. You are wrestling a mindset of entertainment. He will get that crowd excited behind you, and you won't know what's going on.
All right, HBQ backing off the ropes. I hope, HBQ hasn't taken the young man too lightly.
Oh!
And thumbs to both eyes.
Again, that quick thinking by HBQ.
Sending Blake Moreno into the ropes. He ducks a clothesline. Arm drag, takedown, nicely done. Sticks with the arm, and he's got the arm bar figure forward nicely, putting pressure on that shoulder joint.
I will give you one thing about Blake. He seems to be concentrating on those shoulders, on the upper body of Quiz. HBQ is, he's a hard-hitting, hard puncher, and that's very well scouted by Blake.
Now he's got Moreno. Nice takeover, but Moreno held onto the arm, and HBQ had no choice but to go up and over the top of Blake Moreno, but it was too close to the ropes there, much to HBQ's advantage, Mike. Got to know where you're at in that ring at all times, and HBQ is one of the best.
He is one of the best. He has all the answers to every question you could bring towards him. He's gonna show this kid. He's gonna run this kid through the ropes. He's gonna show this kid everything that you need to learn in a wrestling match and make this kid maybe we consider a new line of work.
Test of strength now. Knuckle lock in the middle of the ring, and HBQ turns the knuckles.
But is that shoulder damage from earlier going to come back into play here? That's the question.
Well, let's see what Blake Moreno has in store.
Oh!
And he winds up with the full arm drag and twist on the right arm. Up and over with the top wrist lock. Nicely done. HBQ has to figure out a counter. He's got a counter for every counter there is. So I'm sure he's working on trying to come up with some way to get out of this hole.
He's got 1,000 ways to get out of every hole, right? If Dean Malenko was the man of 1,000 holds, HBQ is a man of 1,000 escapes. He's got this. He knows exactly what he's trying to do. And
he's got him in that top wrist lock for a long time. It looks like HBQ's trying to get out of it. He stays with the top wrist lock.
You know, a lot of people don't think about how important your wrists are, but it takes away your punching ability. It takes away your grappling ability. This is actually really smart by Blake, but I'm telling you, HBQ pushing him in the corner, kicking him in the gut. He's going to get free.
Well, again, you've got to know not only where you are in the ring, but where your opponent is, and he's taking advantage of Blake Moreno being back into the corner. Now he's going to send him out into the opposite corner. And he's going to charge Blake, and he's got him up there, and maybe a monkey flip.
What?
No, Moreno
What?
reverses him. He's got him up on that second turnbuckle, and met with a kick to that arm. Oh, and a pull of the hair, and he goes down.
Playing to the audience.
And Moreno tried to leapfrog, but unfortunately he did not have the height advantage in that particular instance.
You can't do that to someone as skilled as a what?
Nice flying head scissors takedown by Blake Moreno. Now he, it looks like he's going for a Hurricane Rana, and he nails it. Nice thinking on the fly, and a nice drop kick, and HBQ to the outside of the ring. Famous Mike, it looks like Blake Moreno certainly has the market cornered on high-flying maneuvers. Look out! What's he got in mind?
Oh!
Nice fake out.
You know, this kid is really impressing me. I think he's got a long way to go, but I know HBQ, he's going to pull something crazy out of his pocket to turn this match around.
I was going to say, he's out of the shot right now as far as our camera angles is concerned, but he's waiting for HBQ to get back into the ring, and instead, he rolls in the ring to break the count, and now he's taking advantage of this opportunity to clear the cobwebs and to get back on his feet and get his win back, which, again, we've seen it on numerous occasions tonight, Famous Mike. These young wrestlers, if they have any kind of thing that they need to work on, it is their aggressiveness.
And HBQ, you know, staying hydrated, that's always important for an athlete.
Absolutely, even though I'm sure that fan didn't necessarily appreciate it.
Look, man, that fan is just excited to be part of this show. I'm sure he's going to get that signed after the show.
Well, we have great fans here in the Oregon Wrestling Club.
The best fans.
Right there, HBQ nailed Moreno with a boot. Now playtime's over, Mike. Playtime is over, and HBQ is in control.
HBQ is always in control. You think that you've got it under control, but really, HBQ has thought 5, 6, 7 steps ahead. This is a man who plans out everything. Look at this. Look at this chin lock there, working in between the shoulders.
He's got that knee planted right between the shoulder blades. You're absolutely right. And again, putting that torque on.
And then, not only that, but he's also got this psychological game. He's talking to him. He's twisting him back and forth.
Moreno getting back up to his feet. That's where he needs to be. Elbow to the midsection, trying anything he can to break this hold. He's got the pressure somewhat relieved right now. And it looks like he has broken the hold. He's got to do something here. Into the ropes. And it looks like he was going for a crucifix, instead turned it in midair into a sunset flip. That is great ingenuity by Blake Moreno, but he gets nailed on the come up with a hard clothesline.
And the thing about that pen attempt he just tried, he put Quiz in the ropes. This, again, is the lack of experience from these young wrestlers.
And he only gets a 2 count on the cover. Didn't put all the weight on top of Blake Moreno's shoulders, but you're absolutely right. But I don't think there was a whole lot he could have done there to get him back into the middle of the ring. He just had to go with what he could get, as HBQ now unleashing with a hard left hand. He is a southpaw, and Moreno takes a headbutt.
Oh, that's got him wobbled. Oh, no. He's drunk punching right now after that headbutt.
I'm telling you, he's getting it from somewhere, and I'm not even sure he knows where he's getting it from. But right now, HBQ is back in control, and he's got Moreno. He's putting pressure on him on that corner. The referee trying to get him out of there. He's got until a 5 count, and he's got him in the corner, and he's got his leg up there. The referee's counting until 4, Mike, but that's the resourcefulness of an HBQ.
That is, he knows the rules. He knows how to exploit them. You know, this guy, not only is he a great wrestler, he's a known board game champion. He's a quiz show champion. This guy has been banned from trivia nights at pubs all across the Northwest. He is so knowledgeable about everything.
Well, right now he's got Moreno on the top turnbuckle. He's on the inside turnbuckle. He's going to try possibly for a superplex, but Moreno blocks it.
Hitting him right in the hip.
And he goes for a clothesline, only hit him right in the side of the temple there. Didn't get it flush. Got that one flush, though. And I don't know where Moreno's getting it, but he's got a lot of fire right now. Maybe it's that the punch drunk situation.
Maybe, but he is fighting with fury and fire, but a nice reversal. What?
Nice
Oh!
to the top rope. What athleticism. High cross body, only gets a 2 count, though. He's doing everything he can, including using his body as a weapon to get a victory over HBQ.
You know, I started this match as an HBQ fan. I'm going to finish this match as an HBQ fan, but Blake is really winning me over. He's got a lot of heart, this kid.
I think he's given HBQ a bigger fight than maybe even HBQ thought he'd get from this young man. Up and nope. Caught him in a head scissor.
Who's going to win this one? Oh!
Looks like Moreno did. Nice German release suplex. Almost threw Quiz out of the ring. Goes for the cover. And he almost got a 3 count. It was all Quiz could do to get the shoulder up. Could we be seeing an upset tonight, Famous Mike?
You know, it would be the upset of upsets to see a true master wrestler like HBQ get beat by a young rookie. This would be the top of this young man's career.
The adrenaline might be wearing a little thin right now, though, because Moreno, it took him a while to get HBQ back up to a vertical position. Now he's setting him up. He's going up to the top rope, and he missed that high cross body. He missed it.
Oh, roll up. We've seen this 1,000
Heading
times.
combination and a 3 count. Yes,
There
he got it.
is.
He
There
got
it is.
it.
See how he locked those ankles?
Absolutely.
It is now time for our main event. It's the undefeated Critter from San Quentin Prison versus the former Oregon Openweight champion, Tectonic, in a battle of the Titans. Tectonic recently lost his title to the Black King, Deontay Ford. And when he lost that title, he took it out not only on the ring, on the fans, but on anyone who would get in his way. And now he's going to take it out on Critter. But Critter is undefeated. He's never been pinned. He's never been submitted. Which means this match is truly going to determine who is the #1 contender for the Oregon Openweight Championship. This match is what Oregon Wrestling Club is all about. 2 massive wrestlers at the top of their game, fighting to declare themselves the greatest wrestler in the Pacific Northwest. Fans, don't tune out. Don't change that channel. Don't look away, because you don't want to miss this.
OWC fans, wrestling fans, we are ready for the main event. Buzz Anderson along with Famous Mike. This is for the #1 contender spot for the Oregon Openweight Championship. We've got the former champion Tectonic. We've got the undefeated Critter. And they have locked up and they are ready to go.
You know, Buzz, I just want to say this is a sham of a match. It shouldn't be happening. Tectonic, you know, he was screwed out of his title. It was a fluke win by the so-called champion, and he is the true champion.
Okay, well, if that's the hill you're going to die on, that is your opinion. But right now, Critter, who is undefeated in the Oregon Wrestling Club, he has definitely earned this opportunity to become the #1 contender for the Oregon Openweight Championship. Now, Tectonic, the former champion, the first champion, was
the true champion.
He is that again is your opinion. The man with the belt is the Black King Deontay Ford, and that is a matter of record. But I wanted to say that as champion, Tectonic faced all comers, whether they were big, small, in between, and it took a Herculean effort from Deontay Ford to become and to wrest that title away from Tectonic.
You know, I would argue, look, Critter here, he's undefeated, but fans, you're going to see in this match Tectonic at the height of his ability. What is this attack outside the ring?
This is going to the outside of the ring already. I thought we might have seen that a little bit later, but again, this man Critter, let me tell you something about him. I've known him for a long time. He has served time in San Quentin. He is a man possessed. Will you see wrist locks? Will you see drop kicks? Absolutely not. But you are going to see some intense action out of these two men, and Critter especially. But right now, Tectonic is over.
Taunting the Critter crew.
There is a group of fans who gather every time Critter wrestles here at the Rockwood Preparatory Academy. They're called the Critter Crew, and they are solidly behind Critter, as you could tell by their reaction to that hard chop. And again, this is not going to be Ricky Steamboat and Ric Flair. This is going to be Critter. This is going to be Tectonic. This is going to be one man who is undefeated, trying to earn his shot at the title versus a man who feels like he should already have a rematch as the former champion, and he is on the outside of the ring with an injured arm thanks to Critter.
Well, that's because Critter has to use these dirty prison rules tactics. Like wrapping his arm around the turnbuckle. Oh my God! He was choking him with the rope there, and then kicked him in the face.
Well, Critter never claimed to be a man who played by the rules. You don't get put in San Quentin by playing by the rules. He knows what's at stake here, Famous Mike. A shot at the Oregon Openweight title.
And you don't think Tectonic knows what's at stake here? Tectonic is buying his time. He's taking his time. He's going to come back. You watch.
I have every reason to believe that Tectonic knows exactly what's at stake here. He wants that title back, and he wants it back in the worst way. And he is not happy that he has to go through Critter to get another shot at the title that he defended so honorably, to be completely honest with you.
Watch this here, fans.
Oh, Critter moves out of the way. He gave him a little bit too much time. Tectonic is hurt, and he takes him over.
Oh.
That is brute strength, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, he's working that arm. He's stretching it out.
And I hear that he learned this hold in the bowels of San Quentin.
They have illegal fights down there, I've been told. And that this man was undefeated in those prison fights as well.
I have been in the ring with him, and I can tell you one thing. Looking across at this man and looking into his eyes when the bell rings is one of the most fearful things I have ever encountered in professional wrestling.
Here's the thing, though. Tectonic is a pure wrestler. He's a wrestler's wrestler. I think he's going to win this match. I think he's the rightful champion. But I don't really know. Looking at this beating he's taking right now, I don't know if he has what it takes to really get down there in the nit and gritty with someone like Critter.
Well, Critter had a 2 count right there. He saw possible victory there, but Tectonic, much to his credit, kicked out. And I will tell you one thing. Let me talk about Tectonic here. Tectonic was a fighting champion. He's one of the toughest men I've ever seen. He's taken beatings, like I said, from big men, Skag Rollins, Todd Royce, I should say. He's taken big beatings from small men. He has been in the ring against everybody. And he has not backed down from a challenge once. He is a former champion, and he was the champion for a reason. Not because he won a coin flip. It's because he's one of the best wrestlers in the Pacific Northwest today. I will give credit where credit is due. I think his attitude has changed quite a bit over the last couple of months. I think losing the title has definitely done something to his psyche.
Losing the title has made him start thinking, fighting harder. You would have never have seen the old Tectonic do an eye gouge like that.
Well, he feels like he needs to do these kind of things, and I'll tell you what, I'll say this. He might very well have to double it up here against Critter, as you can see, because he is taking it to Critter right now.
And a pin attempt after a great running, European uppercut. He only got 2 out of it, but, those European uppercuts, man, they will rattle your brain.
They absolutely will. It comes up underneath your chin and drives your head backwards. Right now, he's trying to put him in a camel clutch, and he's got it on. Does he have the other arm hooked? He does, but he's trying to rip his face off there.
He's holding by the cheeks, by the side of the mouth, by the beard. This is a more violent, angry Tectonic than we've ever seen.
Well,
I'm loving this.
Well, when you're in the ring with a guy like Critter, you have to do what you need to do. I will say that. You might not approve of all of his tactics, but you play to win the game, and sometimes you have to do things to win the game that you would not normally have ever done. He's trying to suplex him possibly. Critter is doing everything he can to go dead weight on this.
Oh! Tech, that is a lot of weight to lift. Oh!
And he just threw him. He absolutely threw him. He just picked him up as far as he could get him, and he threw him down.
This Critter is a monster. How does he even have a license to wrestle?
Well, he does have a license to wrestle. He is in the ring right now, and he almost got a 3 count there.
Look, I know he did his time. He paid his debt to society. But this is the kind of person that, the commission should say shouldn't be wrestling. Look how violent he is. That's a blatant choke there. That's not even a sleeper hold.
He's got it under the chin, Mike. I don't know how many wrestling matches you've had in your life, but he's got it under the chin, and he's pulling up on it. He's kind of a sleeper hold down on the ground, a sitting sleeper, but a chin breaker.
You see the brains there on Tectonic? You see the brains there, Buzz?
Well, I'm sure that desperation played a big part in that as well. And Tectonic now seems to have knocked Critter looping. Now what's Tectonic doing?
Like I said, he's got this bloodlust since he was robbed of his title.
Well, he's going up to the top rope. He's almost 300 pounds. This is not his area of expertise. Comes out, but he hits the elbow.
Oh!
He hit the elbow. He didn't hit it necessarily flush, but he hit it just enough. That's 280 pounds coming off, and it was all Critter could do to kick out.
This Critter is one tough man. Tectonic himself is shocked. He's fighting with the referee about that count.
Well, I think he needs to focus on Critter right now, because at stake, once again, is #1 contendership to the Oregon Openweight Championship. If Tectonic wants that title back, he has got to do everything in his power to defeat a man who has not seen defeat since joining the Oregon Wrestling Club.
And, that Openweight Championship is the most prized of all championships here in the Pacific Northwest, if not the whole West Coast.
One-legged pinning combination, not even a combination, he just pinned him with the one leg.
Well, he's pinned so many people with that running lariat European uppercut. Look, it even hurts his arm. He's got to shake it out. He hits a man so hard with it.
He's got Critter in the corner right now. What's he going to try to do to him? He's going to try to put him on the top turnbuckle. He couldn't quite get him up.
It's a lot of mass to be lifting there.
That is true. I'm not sure what his plan for Critter was. He doesn't have him on that top rope quite yet.
He's telling the crowd to be quiet. And
it goes right to the throat.
Double thumbs. Again, the anger that must be in this man because he lost the Oregon Openweight Championship. That title meant everything to him, and he's taking that out on Critter right now.
Sends Critter into the turnbuckle. Methodically approaches him again. Sends him into the turnbuckle again, and Critter goes down.
And fans, you might think it's easy to get thrown into those turnbuckles. Those turnbuckles are steel and steel cable, and you're just getting rammed into this. They're not designed to move. They're designed to hold the weight of a 300-pound wrestler.
Tectonic going for the cover, hooks the leg, and Critter gets the shoulder up. Tectonic being very methodical, not taking too many risks. He hit the elbow from the top rope, but he's taking his time, and it looks like he's taking his wrist tape off for some reason. Critter favoring his back. And
Now, see, that is a sleeper hold, my friend. That is a sleeper
I'm not sure if he's got the tape. I couldn't see if he had the tape, and he might be choking Critter out underneath that hold. I'm not exactly sure. I know that he took the tape off, but I didn't see what he did with it. But he's got Critter in a bad way. The referee checking his arm.
Buzz, you just...
If it goes down one more time, Mike.
And there we go. What?
No, it didn't go down. He got it up. And he wasn't choking him with the tape, I don't think. It doesn't look like it. No, he had the sleeper on him legitimately.
And it was that damn Critter crew. The damn Critter crew that got Critter back up there.
Critter with 3 hard elbows breaks the hold, comes off the ropes, hits him with a knee. Tectonic is stunned, hard forearm smash. And Critter trying to find it somewhere deep within him to get his second win. Sends Tectonic into the corner. And Tectonic moved out of the way.
You know, that's Critter's got to work on his timing. You know, he's got a lot of mass, he's got a lot of bulk, but that's going to slow you down overall and allow someone like Tech to get around you.
Well, I don't know. You can work on your timing all you want, but as long as this match is gone and as much punishment as each man has endured, I'm not sure if necessarily working on your timing is going to help you in this situation. He was just doing whatever he could to get an advantage.
Oh, and look, Tech smartly using that convict outfit like a judo master would use his gi. Like a jiu-jitsu master would use his gi.
Absolutely. They're using everything in the ring that he can take advantage of. Critter comes out with a clothesline.
And God, would that Critter crew just shut up?
That was a desperation move by Critter, trying to get his breath back. He has taken a lot of punishment, and he himself is about 275 pounds. And let me tell you, as he goes for the cover, doesn't hook the leg. And let me tell you, I've carried a lot of weight in that ring before myself, and it will get to you. It will sap your energy. A lot of people think wrestling, is easier than it actually is. Every movement counts, and every movement requires the utmost of conditioning.
And most people think wrestling is a power game, a strength game, but in reality, it's a cardio game. These men have gone almost 20 minutes. Almost 20 minutes now. That's insane. Oh!
And right there, out of desperation, trying to get Critter away from him, he raked his eyes with the wrist tape. Now he sets him up for a suplex. Can he get him up? He does!
Oh! The strength of Tectonic. The strength. Both men down.
Both men are down. I was just about to say that took something out of Tectonic as well. Remember, fans, #1 contendership for the Oregon Openweight title on the line. Both men giving it their all. The count, if it reaches 10, this match is a draw.
And you don't want to see that. We know one of these men is going to get up, and I'm going to put my money on Tectonic. Tectonic has too much drive to let a draw happen.
Both men struggling to get to their feet, and they do beat the 10 count. Tectonic rolling to the outside of the ring, possibly trying to buy some more time. There are no timeouts in professional wrestling, but there are opportunities, such as the one Tectonic is taking advantage of, to get a breather, and he's got the trash can. Now, folks, you didn't see it in the intro, but Critter brought a trash can to ringside, and I don't know what Tectonic had in mind trying to put himself in the trash can, but he's got it.
If the trash can says Tech, there was this whole Twitter feud between the two of them where Critter was calling him Tech is trash.
Well, I don't know if Tectonic said something to Critter or what, but Critter has snapped. Critter's on the outside of the ring with Tectonic, throws him right into the metal ring post.
Fans, those ring posts are solid steel. I've seen many men not able to get up from just a slight whack on there, and that was full speed.
Critter now has Tectonic backed up against the ring post. He's got bad intentions for the former Oregon Openweight champion.
Oh,
Hard elbow smash. Didn't get all that elbow smash that he wanted, Famous Mike.
well, he's resetting him up for it. And is this smart, or is Tech going to see it coming?
Here he comes again. Oh, shoulder first and Tectonic moved.
You can't go to the well one too many times. You just can't do it. Your opponent, especially somebody like Tech, will start reading you.
Both men down now on the outside of the ring. The referee comes to check on Critter. Tectonic is on the outside of the ring with him. The referee says, continue the match. Get back in the ring.
You know, and this match is so important that the referee is being very lenient right now.
He is.
You know, he
Yes.
understands how important this is to not only, these two men's careers, but to the future of this company and to the fans out there.
Well, both men have poured everything of themselves into this match, and it would be a shame to see it end on anything but a clear, concise victor. And you've got to believe that Deontay Ford, after that tremendous victory over Tyson Lee, is watching this match.
He's watching this match, he's studying this match, and he doesn't want to face either of these guys because he knows he's the fluke champion and he's a so-called champion, and he doesn't want to get in the ring with either of these guys.
As a matter of fact, he has made his way to ringside, and
What?
he has made his way to ringside, and he is watching this match.
He didn't hear me.
I don't think he heard you, Famous Mike. There's a spear! There's a spear! 1, 2, 3! He beat him!
What?
He got it! Out of nowhere!
And look at how happy the Critter crew is. Gee.
Wow! Critter hits his signature spear out of nowhere, stunning Tectonic and claiming the #1 contendership to the Oregon Openweight title.
That's it. What?
And there he is. There is the champion with the title belt. And Critter.
Critter is after that beating he got from Tectonic, Critter hit that spear out of desperation, and you could see it. Critter is not ready for this.
Deontay Ford at ringside. Now he knows who he must face for the Oregon Openweight title. It is the man who is in the ring, the man who is undefeated in the Oregon Wrestling
And
Club.
Critter wants him.
And-
He wants him in the ring.
Critter saying, bring it on. So Deontay Ford's first title defense is not going to be against Tectonic. It is going to be against Critter.
Oh, this is not wise by Deontay Ford to get this close to Critter when he's in that fighting spirit.
Deontay Ford with some strong words for the new #1 contender. He has the belt, and his first title defense will be against that man right there, who just survived. Didn't just win, he survived this match against Tectonic.
And the thing about Critter is Critter has always survived. Critter has always been there, and Critter will survive. I'm telling you that Deontay Ford is a fluke champion.
Well, he'll have a chance to prove that he is not a fluke champion when he defends the Oregon Openweight title against Critter.
On December 28th?
On December 28th. We have had a fantastic event, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you all for joining us. For Famous Mike, I'm Buzz Anderson. We'll see you at the matches.